Welcome back, everyone. Philosophy JKD here with some more One Piece content. Um, 1095 has been completed, and I've just been thinking about how One Piece is going to basically shape up. Uh, when I look at the fact that Blackbeard was looking to recruit and get hostages and move up, and how he's being opposed by Shanks, I think that Shanks also seeking to recruit, also like former pirates from Whitebeard pirates, his run-in with the Kid Pirates. The fact that he's basically directing Luffy to come back and meet with them. He tried to get Mark of the Phoenix to join him, who was the first mate of Whitebeard. I think that in the conclusion of Egghead arc, I don't think there's going to be a major incursion between the Straw Hat Pirates and the Blackbeard Pirates, even though they're heading to the island. I believe it's more of a diversionary factor. I think that when the One Piece shapes up, Luffy's not going to be what he is. They're going to get something on Egghead. Then, like in Wano, Shanks said he was going to end up having to teach a lesson to Bartolomeo. So is it possible when we cut away to Shanks, um, in the Red Hair Pirates, is it possible that he was looking to deal with Blackbeard because he already dealt with Bartolomeo? Therefore, Bartolomeo is already on Elbaf as a hostage. And the Straw Hat Pirates were heading to Elbaf, not knowing that Shanks is there and probably Kid's alive. You know, Kid and Killer are probably alive. Heat and Wire, they're probably still alive also, because you know how One Piece does it. It's hard to write a narrative for everybody, so you kind of gloss over certain people. So I see probably the reintroduction of a Davy back fight in One Piece on Elbaf in particular, where the stakes are Luffy gets the Bartolomeo Pirates back. Um, I think that it may be the exchange of the Straw Hat back to Shanks from Luffy, but I also see the potential for Kid to authentically join the Red Hair Pirates instead of joining Luffy. And my reason for that is both of them are missing an arm. Now, allegedly, Oda never wanted Shanks to be missing an arm, but it fits right into the mythology of the god of warfare who fought a three-headed, uh, basically guardian of Hades, and was defeated by it. So I believe that Kid is probably going to join Shanks, and just like he did with Big Mom and Wano was able to magnetize her and make all those metals, pin her down. I think that he's going to make a new arm for Shanks, which is going to boost Shanks' position up in terms of power. However, in 1095, we also learn about divine forms. So, is it possible that there are other people other than the Gorosei that have a divine form? Like we might even say Luffy's old man form might be his divine form or something like his divine form. Because when he would go through Geared Second, he would go down to like a little chibi or like a small form, a small rubber form. We're seeing a small old man form. Maybe that's just the beginning of his divine form. Because Joy Boy in the past was able to do interesting things like, how do you say, make Zunisha walk forever. And, I think, look at the big sword in Wano. Whose sword was that? I foresee Luffy going back to Wano before the big war starts, Ragnarok, and taking that sword as his own. No, that's kind of glossed over in Wano. There was a massive sword there. So Bartolomeo will probably end up going back to the Straw Hats, most likely, almost definitely, because I believe that while the Mother Flame's a scenario, I believe that Luffy can overcome the Mother Flame with his Devil Fruit abilities to change reality. But at the same time, I think he needs to see someone else do it themselves. So Bartolomeo has shown the ability to basically create things out of thin air like steps, barriers. That Devil Fruit somehow made its way into Wano. So when did Bartolomeo get that fruit? And we know that people were at Wano and left Wano, like the sword god Ryoma. Maybe the barrier fruit was a fruit that we're gonna see probably in the next couple chapters in God's Valley. Maybe that's one of the double fruits that were there. Maybe they're not just all mythological, zones. Maybe there's just maybe it's just a process of they're a blueprint that's going to lead us to the end of One Piece because they're going to be given to people that are intricate to the story. That's what I believe. So, basically, in summary, I think that the Straw Hats are revolving on Egghead, and when they leave, they're probably going to have a Vegapunk with them, which is going to be interesting because I think that Shanks may want certain things, not just power, but he might want to boost his army in order to take down Blackbeard. Because maybe Blackbeard is the divine form, maybe Shanks is not what we actually see. Maybe he also has divine form. And, in order to take on Blackbeard, maybe he does need his arm back. But maybe he has to transform, which will basically blow his cover of being some other type of entity, like a divine being or a devil, or maybe Ushioni himself. I don't know. But I think there's more to meets the eye with Shanks. I don't think he's evil. I think that there are so-called gods that are allowed to exist in One Piece. Look at Sanganika. Um, Bartolomeo and his pirates. I think that they're not going to join the Straw Hats, but I think they'll be able to return to the Grand Fleet in this Davy back fight, wherein maybe even Nico Robin's up there. Maybe even the Vegapunks are up there for the Davy back fight. Maybe the Blackbeard pirates, some of them even will go to Elbaf and they'll take part in the Davy back fight. That will make the conflict with the pirates a lot less. Everybody has to go out, get taken out, which would set them up very nicely to actually, like I predicted in other videos, go against the Gorosei and the Celestial Dragons to eventually take down Emu or cure Emu more relevantly. I think she's one of the princesses that need to be saved. So um, drop in the comments or send me a message. Let me know what you guys think about what I see happening in One Piece. What do you think about Bartolomeo already being on Elbaf? What do you think about Robin being sought after in a Davy back fight? Because we know the military want her. We know that the Blackbeard pirates were interested in her. We know that Big Mom and Kaido were interested in Nico Robin. Why wouldn't Shanks be interested in her? Especially now that he's going for the One Piece. And when do the Cross Guild get involved? Does the Cross Guild pop up in Wano? If Buggy knows all this stuff, it's very possible that Buggy may turn up in Wano. Then that will set in motion all the emperors being in one place, having a Davy back fight. And that is going to be very interesting. All right, guys. Have a nice day. Drop in the comment. Let me know what you think about what I have here for One Piece coming up. I say this could all happen within 6 months. I can see the Davy back fight happening. So the next part of 2024, we might even have the beginning of the war between the pirates, the defection of the admirals against the celestial dragons, against the devils, the Gorosei, and Emu. All right, guys. Peace. Let me know.